Hi, my name is Femi, and I'll be doing the advanced question for the quideo chapters 12 through 14. If there's no seasonal effect on human births, we would expect equal numbers of children to be born in each season. A student takes a census of her statistics class and finds that of the 120 students in the class, 25 were born in winter, 35 in spring, 32 in summer, and 28 in fall. She wonders if the excess in the spring is an indication that births are not uniform throughout the year. So we need to state our null hypothesis, or our hypotheses, as A asks us to do. So our null hypothesis would be that there's no association between birth and the seasons. However, our alternative would mean that there is an association between birth and the seasons. B. Compute the chi-square statistic. So to do that, we need to first find our expected value, because when we look at our formula, we need to find the sum of the observed minus expected squared over the expected number. So, to find the expected, in this case, we would need to add up all the numbers, which should equal 120 because there's 120 students, divide by 4, how many there are. Basically, we're finding the mean, which would equal 30, which is our expected value. So, and our O is already given to us in the question. So we can plug those into our formula, and you get a chi-square value of 1.9332. Before you can go anywhere else, we can jump to question C. It says, how many degrees of freedom does the chi-square have? So before we look into our chi-square table, we need to find the degrees of freedom. In this case, it's k minus 2, k meaning how many numbers there are. So there's 4 numbers here, the 4 seasons, minus 2, which would give us the degrees of freedom of 2. So looking at our table, you can do this by looking at the table, or you can plug it into your calculator, which I have done both. So looking at our table, we would see that the probability is greater than 0.25. But if you looked into your calculator, you would get 0.5863582528, which is also greater than 0.25. Either answer is correct. So D, what do you conclude about the null hypothesis at alpha value of 0.05, as we put right there? So we would fail to reject our null hypothesis because our p-value, either one, is larger than our alpha value, 0.05. There doesn't seem to be an association between birth and the seasons. Thank you very much.